Hi, everybody. Welcome back. I hope you had a nice long weekend. We had an extra day off. Wasn't it nice? So we are back this week with a new letter and a new sight word of the week. And can you guess what the letter of the week is? Why might I have this crown on my head? You can make one too if you want. I just made mine right before. Any ideas? Okay. Let's see if you can come up with it. I will show you a few things that begin with the letter of the week. And the first one is this. Can you see it? It's a coin and it has George Washington on it. Who knows what coin has George Washington on it that's worth 25 cents? It's a quarter. And what about this? Does this look sort of familiar? You see the exclamation point in the background? I think we talked about that last week with the letter E, right? Well, this one is a question mark. You put this after a question. What does question mark start with? This will give it away. This is oatmeal, but the brand is Quaker Oats. And what does Quaker start with? Q. So the letter of the week is Q. Quaker, quarter, and question mark or question all start with the letter Q. And you know what else starts with the letter Q? Queen. So I decided I would make a queen crown just for the day. What do you think? And like I said, if you want, you can go make one too. All you need is yellow paper or any other color paper for that matter. And you just have to cut out the triangles on the top and you tape it in the back and you've got a crown. Okay, so the letter of the week is Q. And here we have our capital Q, right? We draw an oval for the letter O, capital, and then a little diagonal line down here, right? It touches the top line and the bottom line. Now for the lowercase q, we start at the dotted line in the middle and we draw a circle, an O around. We lift our pencil off, we go to the dotted line, we come down and we loop around. Now you'll see Q written in two different ways. Sometimes people write it like this with a little hook, and sometimes it looks more like a check, right? Like an angle at the bottom. Either way is okay. Okay, so what do you think? Maybe we should practice writing the letter Q on our crown, right? Why don't we do that? Q for queen. Make sure that we don't get it confused with the king's crown, right? King doesn't start with Q. So let's write a Q. So let's write a capital Q first, right? So we make a capital O, and then we draw a little diagonal line down. Can you see that? It's kind of right. There we go. Okay, now let's make a lowercase q. For the lowercase q, we draw, that's better. We draw a circle, right, or a lowercase o. We lift our pencil, and then we draw a straight line down. I'll draw the other kind so you can see both, okay? And a little line on the bottom. All right, so let's put this Q crown on and get back to work. Okay, so I want you to listen to a song about the letter Q, and I want you to listen closely and see how many words can you remember that start with the letter Q. All right, enjoy the song.
When you see a Q and it's next to a U, it sounds like quack, as in quack, quack, and quail. Quack, 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 quiver and quiz. What a quality letter this letter Q is. Q is for quake. When something starts quaking, there'll be lots of rumbling and rattling and shaking. Q is for quilt, a warm cozy spread. Just like a blanket, it goes on your bed. Q is for questions, things you want to know. Like, what is a quince? Where does a quince grow? Q is for quick. Quick means to be fast. If you run very quickly, you won't come in last. Won't come in last. Quiddly, quiddly, diddly do. This is a song that is all about Q. Quiddly, quiddly, diddly dee. Q is the letter that comes after P. Q is for Queen. The Queen's name is Alice. She lives with King Quincy in quite a nice palace. Shh, try to whisper. The Queen is asleep. Q is for quiet, so don't make a peep. Q is for quartet.
That means there are four.
And Q's for quintet.
Just add one more.
A setup for singers is called a quartet.
Quite right.
A quintet means that there are 5 in the set. 5 in the set. Quiddly, quiddly, diddly do. This is a song that is all about Q. Quiddly, quiddly, diddly dee. Q is the letter that comes after P. Now you know lots of words starting with Q. Now it's time to quit. To quit means I'm through.
Yes, it's true.
Quiddly, quiddly, diddly do. This was a song that was all about Q. Quiddly, quiddly, diddly dee. Q is the letter that comes after P. Q is the letter that comes after P.
All right, everybody. So did you hear a lot of words that begin with the letter Q in that ABC Mouse song? There weren't as many as we usually hear if we listen to an ABC Mouse song about a letter, because there just simply aren't so many words that begin with the letter Q. But we had quiver, like to sort of shiver a little. A quilt is like a big blanket that goes over on the top of your bed, like a bedspread. A question, right? Just like the question mark over my shoulder, question. Queen. Quincy was the name of the king, and Quincy starts with a capital Q because names begin with a capital letter, always, right? What else do we have? Quick. Quit, right? To quit something, to give up, to finish. There were also 2 tricky words in there. There was quartet and quintet. I don't expect you to know what those are, but I'll tell you. A quartet is a singing group, and it's a singing group with 4 people in it. And a quintet is a singing group with 5 people in it. Now, I don't know if you noticed this when you were looking at all of the words that popped up on the screen, or maybe you know this already, but the letter Q in English is always followed by another letter. Who knows what it is? Anybody? The letter U. So you will always see Q and U together, just like, remember the oats? Quaker oats. Quaker, Q, U. So you will always see Q and U together, Quaker. Let's go over some of our sight words. Oh, look at this one. This is big, right? This is literally the word big, and it is a very big sign. And what about this one? The. I don't have any other big signs, but I think I'm going to make some other big signs for you. I like them much better on the computer screen. In class, the cards are good, but I think on the screen, I'm going to make you some big ones. So let's go over some of our sight words. Okay, so you know the deal. You try to say it before I do, okay? 1, hat. A, here, is, big, we just did that one, right? Go up the we to. So we have one sentence for today, and they are none of the words that we just reviewed. I hope you can see this. I always hope you can see this. Okay, as I try to get this even. All right, ready? Let's do this together. It says, you and I see my red motorcycle. You and I see my red motorcycle. Great. Okay, so right after this, I'd like you to join me for story time. And today we have a story called I Want to Be Queen, right? It looked like I wanted to be queen today when I had my little crown on. Do you want to be queen? Okay, come back and join me for the story. See you later.